So I didn't do any videos yesterday, I don't think. I was busy. So I'm working on redoing my camera system for my Blink. So I ran into a problem. And I figured it out, of course, but it took me a while. Blink cameras will not run on 5G Wi-Fi, only 2.4. So I kept having a problem where I was trying to sign in, set it up, and it kept knocking off. Because what happened is I have a new version of Cox modem now. And what it does is that Cox modem combines the two and 5G into one signal. Therefore, these don't, the modules, I've got a module 2 now and a module 4, they won't recognize it. It kicks it off every time. What you do is you can do it two ways. You can either go into your Wi-Fi app and split, they don't recommend it. Or what I did is I had a repeater that's only 2.4. So it's connected to the repeater, which is connected to the two modules I put together yesterday. Yeah, I was battling around with that yesterday. So I've got a newer module, three newer cameras. These are the older beams. These things are really bright. This one I just got. I don't even know if it works or not. I can't put these with the newer cameras because these are the older style USB 2, I want to say. So we haven't tried this one yet. So I got some batteries. So we're gonna find out a couple of things. We're just playing around with this. Oh, so what I use is battery charger, rechargeable batteries. You can get one of my Blink has a solar panel that connects to it with a battery thing and all that. I'd like to get another one, but I can't really afford it right now. All right, so we're just kind of playing around. So rechargeable batteries, recharging, check there. And then I got these spots are awesome. So if there's any sort of motion, the spots come on, which is actually better than just not even. So the fact that the spots come on is pretty cool. All right, so so these have a little case here. This turns off that way. So we're just playing around with these. I had two. Actually, I have this one I just pulled down. There it is. Got to change the batteries in them. So it took me a while to recover from the long weekend, busy weekend. Yesterday we were just outside. It's getting nice out. I got to do more stuff outside. I got a whole room to tear apart. So I went for the expensive ones, Energizer Max. I don't know how long they'll last. Then how's that go back on? So these things are really bright. Look how bright they get. They're super bright. So that one works. That one's gonna get connected to my camera. This one I just got. So I set up two systems because I have two different modules. One's a flood system, and one is. But remember, I didn't know that you can't. Even the newer module of the Blink does not connect to 5G on your newer modem. So it's very important that you know that. I learned the hard way. I went and bought another module, thinking there was something wrong with my older module too, but it wasn't. It's the problem. It doesn't recognize it. I don't know why something new is not recognizing new technology, but it is what it is. So I got two systems set up. This one here is Hobart. There's all the three cameras in the front. Those are the new cameras. And then Hobart Spot. It's going to be all my spots. So. And there's some sort of an AI thing. I signed up for a little bit, but I don't know how long I'm going to do it for. It's expensive. The other thing, Module 2, the original Module 2, you can get a 64 gigabyte. I have it. So it stores a little bit of the video. Whereas the newest module, Module 4, I would assume it is, doesn't. It doesn't have the extra USB port. So good news, bad news all around. All right, so let's finish. So all these cameras, I need to take off, and then I don't really keep an eye on the cameras at all. I'm not one of those kind of persons, but it's good to have them. Alright, so we're going to go on to the second one. I'm going to redo that one. Just getting all this ready for the summer. And then we have a lot of projects outside to do. My trees already in the back are completely grown already, so my trees are due already. So we'll do some tree action out there. But I haven't done anything with gaming or computer or eBay except for the last big sale I had. I still have another sale, of course. Always have sales. 40% off. 30% straight sale, and then 10% off coupon. So I try to mix it up, something different all the time. I'm not going to do 65% all the time, because that just takes a lot out of you. Okay. So that one's done. Yeah, these are super bright too. Big fan of Blink. This is my old one. It's been going on for up there forever. Of course, the batteries are really expensive. And if you want to get, again, I have one attached to a solar panel. That's the direction really to go. But they're expensive per solar panel. Gives you the whole module, battery, and everything. I'm just setting these up. I'm not going to go up. I'm going to let all my batteries charge. These are the older floods. I don't have any of the newer floods. So the newer floods would have USB-C that I could plug into my cameras that are these ones. So I have 3 of these. This is the newest one, and it came with the module here right there. But this module still does not connect to 5G. It doesn't say that anywhere. It doesn't tell you that. Oh, there it is. Yep, now I see it. 2.4 gigahertz. So if you have anything modern, like, I have whatever the latest Cox modem is. It's all the 2.4 and the 5 is pushed into one signal, and it won't recognize it. So I had to do, again, there was 2 options. You can go into settings and split it. It says don't recommend because it'll slow down stuff, or use a repeater, which I usually I had a 2.4 repeater, so we went that route. Luckily I had one, and then it worked. So it doesn't specify that there's a problem there. So 3 batteries, they should all still work. This needs to be cleaned, and then I gotta fix the cameras too, so we're just playing around a little bit. So all this is the older 4. No, this is the new one 4. Those cameras are already up. And I had 2 solar panels that go directly to those. Just the camera though, not the flood one. The flood one has a whole battery pack with it, and batteries that go in here, all connected to the solar panel. It's pretty awesome. Not really a security guy. I'm not really worried about it. I'm always home, so I don't think I'm going to stay connected. But these batteries, I'm going to assume is all not working. Most of this has been up for a couple of years. So we were due for changing it up. let's see them battery. These might be rechargeable though. I think these are. I gotta see if these are rechargeable. Start over with these. Let's go. 1, 2. Now all these gotta come out, and I'm gonna. Got a little doorbell too. Pretty cool. I had gotten a whole bunch of these batteries in a set, probably on eBay or somewhere. So we're just redoing them all. It'll recognize the flood. When you plug the flood, first you scan the camera to add on. And then when you connect a flood, it picks it up as a flood. This is actually... wait a minute. This one's USB-C here. Why is that? I didn't know I had a USB-C. Huh. I wonder why. I must have got a newer camera that I didn't realize it. So that kind of messes me up a little bit. I didn't realize this is USB-C. So the problem with that means I can't connect it to those. Looks like an adapter, but I don't even know if an adapter will fit through the little hole. This is a newer camera. I did not know. I know I got another camera, but I didn't realize it's newer. So that means I have 2 floods. Well, I have 3 floods, but 1 camera yet. Well, that's gotta be more than that's just going by the thing, but I still need to take the batteries. So the takeaway here is, yeah, it won't work on the 5G. It says it right on the box. It doesn't specify it on the box, but I learned battling around the other day. I couldn't get it to connect. Right there, 2.4 gigahertz. All right, so we're gonna charge the batteries, and let's go on and do something else fun later. I think these are rechargeable.